changing the dynamics and the atmosphere of it. The Palm Beach Nights was originally, started as a second opportunity for 18 over athletes that went to college, had life situations, wind up getting kids, parents wind up getting ill and coming back and wind up finding themselves stuck.
So like a second chance for athletes that may not be able to go to pro,
right?
But can still play.
Some of them have the talent to go pro, but just they needed more development.
Okay.
So we took them, gave them, all the necessary tools, as like showing them that being more in touch with them in a personal life gives them the full opportunity to let go some of the things off the court, so they can be the best individuals on the court.
Okay.
So yeah, we just basically give them the opportunity to travel and see what a professional organization is.
Okay, great.
All right, that sounds like you're giving a lot of guys a lot of opportunities. So guys, if you are interested, make sure you keep it locked to 107.1, the People of Power Hour, because we are talking about what you're interested in. And ladies, if you know someone who's interested, tell them to go ahead on and turn that dial to 107.1. It's the Traffic Jam.
Gary Glenn up next. So you didn't stutter. Hey, Facebook Live.
Nervous.
How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Tuning in. Hey. Hey, Larry. Hey, brother. Wilbur, David. What's up, Nicole? So today, if you're just joining us, we have
my testimony cast.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. My testimony cast. Shamel Taylor sitting next to me for the Palm Beach Nights. He is a co-founder of the semi-pro. He's teaching me some things. Semi-pro basketball team. We also have Gary Gladden.
Hello.
Hey. He's the coach and founder of the youth football team, Ball for Life. And then we have the head coach. Hey, say hey, Edgar. Head coach.
How you doing?
Also for the youth. So these guys are giving back to the community. They're doing great things. And over here. So this is real interesting because a lot of times people, especially the guys, who cannot go to pro, that's something serious. Like you actually give these guys a second chance to hoop again into ball.
Yep. Shout out to Mike Webster. He was one of the individuals who actually went to the Lakeland G League Magic tryout. Did a real good showcasing. They sent them. They tried to send them to Arizona to go get on the team with them, but wind up the hurricane. Took his opportunity away.
Now I'm going to ask you guys a lot of questions because I really don't I'm not really into sports like that. I'm a Patriots fan because that's my home team. So I'm a Pats. Hey. So I am a New England Pats fan. But as far as do you all have the same type of cycles that pro football and basketball have right now with the schedules?
No, it's a totally different schedule.
And that's Gary Glenn talking.
I mean, pro football is on a completely different level. You have to kind of attack it a different way, especially dealing with different age groups. I mean, you have more mature people at the professional level who've seen things, who've gone through it. When you're dealing with younger kids and trying to bring up young kids from the bottom up, you kind of have to fine tune small things that many pro athletes already know are second nature to. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a different approach. But when it comes down to the basics and laying down the basics, you can kind of weigh them the same.
So it looks like you all basically are on every Saturday. Is that true? Every Saturday?
Every Saturday for the majority. Every Saturday, but season over right now.
So you have a break?
We're not really a break. We call it the work time. That's when we put in most work off season. We got an 8-on-8 coming up. That's like a little all-star team. We go out. We go to Titusville, Orlando, areas like that. We compete against other youth. It's basically getting kids off the street, giving them something to look at, another way out, and then standing on the corner.
Right. And that's real important because we do need role models right now, especially for our youth. Now, I was impressed because young men giving up their Saturdays, that's pretty major. Like,
it's time. It's time.
That's
be doing anything else, but we out there about 8 hours on a Saturday. Me personally out there 8 hours on a Saturday, watching little kids.
And it feels better. It feels a lot better when you can wake up on a Saturday and know that you're going to do what you love versus doing something that you are supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? So if you can get up and love it, then is it really work? Or is it
passion? So you feel
it's a passion. So that inner drive is what keep us going, and the fact that we're able to give back to where we started. We have people doing the same thing for us. So we want to take that seed and kind of just plant it everywhere around it, and then eventually expand and grow and grow. I'm sure Shamel would like to do the same thing with his.
Man, like you hit the key point. You know, like seeing the outcome. Seeing, you know, knowing where I came from, you know, and like you said, it was guys that paved the way for me, and it was a little different now because the connect between the older guys like me and the younger youth is so, you know, so large. It's very, like, it's so different. It's so difficult to try to reach out to some of these kids when so many elements around them affect them.
Right.
And getting out every day and then seeing that one kid that pushed forward and then another kid. I mean, just the domino effect means everything.
Okay, so for your team, you first. Is there what are the age limit requirements?
Me, I have two things. I have the Palm Beach Knights Basketball Academy Incorporated. With that is an 18 and over.
Okay.
Aspect.
So can you be 50 years old?
Hey, if you can play, come get it.
Okay.
Come get it. So it's 18 and over is the founding aspect of it. But we're reached into where we're going 9 to 18 to build an actual academy. So I'm working on actual school, actual location, teachers, certification. So I want to be an actual academy to where we give curriculums a portion of the day, and then a second portion of the day, all basketball knowledge and education. So it's copywritten, so you can't come can't take it from me.
So is it a height requirement for play basketball?
No, skill level.
Hey, I'm asking because I know people start asking, you know, for second time, you know, people that trying to get back in the league. Most of you think about 5'8" or above, but is that or 5'10" or 6 foot?
Height always play a large proportion of any sport. You know, it's just an advantage. But me, if you have the skills, you coachable. You know, you're willing to put in the work. Shouldn't nothing stop you from dreaming.
That's true. Okay, Mr. Gladden, to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you do youth. What are your age groups for your boys? Or do you have girls too?
What we mainly want to, what I mainly focus on, and he has a different sector of the company.
Okay.
What I mainly focus on is I kind of look over everything that's happening. So what I like to focus on and how I see and why I envision Ball Forever going is more of a marketing management agency. So I wanna take our athletes and build them from the ground up using top of the line technology. We've already started creating videos for kids, and what's unique about our videos, and I've done my research, is that we'll use football for example. Right now, the way recruiting goes and trying to get to that next level, it's outdated. All a coach have to do is go on there and see if this kid can run fast or if he can catch a ball and keep running. And then it was like, okay, I want that kid. But at the end of the day, that's not really what it's about. And we've been centering ourselves around really marketing kids from the ground up, using these videos to really get their personal side, how they interact with people off the field, how they interact with their families, how do they talk to people in a professional manner, putting them on that platform that most people don't really see them at, and that's what I really want to focus on, is really showing our kids in a different light, and we've been working with some good people. Louis Arias, he just fought on HBO. He's been a good help for us. We've been using Jordan Cash from Oxbridge Academy. Those are just some names that we've been working with so far. But as far, we've been training kids with my friend Nikolai. So that's kind of what we're at right now. We also kind of expand into the music portion of it, and then kind of, just because we're not exactly a sports center company.
Okay.
What we do, anybody with talent, we want to market you. We want to market you to make sure you get to that next level, and give you more opportunity and give you more of a chance to get to that next level.
So it's almost kind of like sports/talent agency, if that makes sense.
That's exactly what it's registered as.
Okay.
So that's exactly what it is, and we've been using all types of different ways to exercise that, and it's still a growing process, but from the time that it started to what it is now is beyond belief. More than what I ever imagined, and it's slowly catching on with a lot of people. A lot of people are really liking the idea, and it's going fast, and it's moving well. So,
what ages do you start at?
So the lowest age that I've done is an 8-year-old to a 27-year-old.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's okay.
People don't realize the importance of branding.
Branding
is huge. Most recruiters and scouts, when they call and talk to speak about an athlete, they ask, how is he with his parents? Like, is he on time? Is he professional? Do he carry? How do you carry yourself outside of
Right, outside of it. Okay.
Make sure my waves popping.
Really, he want to make sure his waves popping.
What's going on, y'all? Who that? Great. You already know. Quavo.
Indy Irie, I Am Not My Hair, featuring Akon. If you just tuned in, it's the People of Power Hour. It is the Traffic Jam 107.1. Make sure you keep it locked. So we've been off air talking on Facebook Live about a lot of basketball.
Yeah, a lot of basketball, a lot of football. Up next in the hot seat is coach and founder of Ball Forever.
That's me.
So can you just let the audience know what you do and where you're located?
First off, I want to thank you guys for having us. It's a huge opportunity, and it's a blessing to be up here. Ball Forever, it started in many different ways. It started with one of my good friends up at school. Shout out Denzel Moscova. We were in class, and we were just kind of just picking our way through things, and we really came up with a great idea that a lot of people love, and the backbone to Ball Forever is our friend Greg Bryant. Rest in peace, Greg Bryant. He really propelled us to a different level. We don't run this company, Greg does, and we're just following his lead. So we kind of took those two ideas and we molded it into one. And what it really is a sports talent marketing agency. And what we want to do is brand people from the bottom up. Like Shamel said, branding is huge nowadays. And what we want to do is really just help people get to that next level. Keep pushing, keep fighting. It's more than what the naked eye can see, and I believe that we're going to make it to huge levels, and it's been an experience. We failed. We haven't reached where we want to be yet, but it's going to take time. It's going to take time. So we have great big plans of expansion. We haven't even scratched the surface yet.
Well, you know, positivity is hard.
Absolutely.
Anytime you're pushing positivity, it's like I tell people all the time. We know when we go on live, and People of Power is about pushing positivity. We might not have 10,000 views yet, but you know, it's something that's growing, and I'm glad that you mentioned that, because it is a struggle, and that's why I wanted you on the show, because I wanted to highlight people who are doing positive things, because I guarantee you, if you were robbing a store, if you was out there doing something crazy, everybody would know your name. You'll get 10,000 shares. And unfortunately, it's hard. But, you know, the motivation. You come in here, and I like this because people on live can see this. But these guys came prepared. They have their marketing, you know, outfits on. We know who you are. And branding is very important.
And branding is huge. And that's a very big part of it. Even my job, I work at Fast Signs in Boca, and we do a lot of branding. So I have the backstory to it, which is helping me get to my next level.
Right. We all have day jobs, isn't that the common ground? Well, we're doing what we love, and that's funny because I'm working a 9 to 5, and I'm like, you know what? I know it's more. You got how many seconds we got? Look, come on, Sherrod, tell us what.
She's over here breaking the rules. We're supposed to be doing this stuff off air, and
Sherrod's the captain over here.
Putting the secrets out. But if you just tuned in, it's the People of Power Hour, 107.1. We are talking sports. We are talking branding. We are just talking about everything you need to hear. So make sure you keep it locked. Right now, we're going to go to some Mary J. Blige and T.I. Good Love. It's the Traffic Jam, 107.1.
Who is Lupe? Hey, stay encouraged. I know he knows somebody, but he say stay encouraged.
Probably telling him.
Yeah, but no, it's the truth. Oh, can you turn a little bit? I don't get kicked off.
I'm built for this.
You built for what?
Being positive, staying focused, pushing out the love. Just where I come from. When you come from seeing stuff on a daily that can just like rip your soul apart, you know, and it's not the neighbors, it's in your house, it's in your front door. All you want out of life is see somebody else not go through it.
I think that's good fuel. Now a lot of people don't realize that, and that's something that we always talk about on the show is the backstory.
With my brother.
What happened to get you to the point of where you are, and a lot of people don't realize that it took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, seeing it or hearing it in your household or out of your household that pushes people. So that's great that you're able to give back to the community and you're able to do that.
And it's so funny because we put so much like work in our passion that people don't even think you have a full-time job. Like they're like, you work? Be like, yes, I gotta still pay bills. Like I love to do that. I'm a hey, what they call? Hey man. Look, I'm a hey man.
My bills
I'm a hey man. Your bills got bills. So So did you ever see the show called Ballers? You see that, right? Ballers.
Absolutely.
With Rock. So you're kind of almost like that in a way.
I mean, if
it's like a talent,
smaller scale. Sort of the same thing. It's some aspects to it, but we have a more unique way to attack it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of the same. It's kind of the same thing, and hopefully we can get to the level of Ballers, and we can able to expand and keep growing. But I wouldn't necessarily use Ballers as a way to define ball forever. Okay. If that makes any sense.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. But it's kind of like you're grooming the youth. But,
Exactly.
So you do any talent, like rapping, singing?
Any talent, yes. Ball forever. We have 2 artists right now, actually.
You know that's on me, right? Oh, okay.
We have 2 artists right now. We have Ball Forever Keys, and we got Jeff August. They've been working hard. They've been putting in some time in the studio. Ball Forever Keys, he has a mixtape coming out soon, and it's very unique. with all the rap, all the music that's getting put out right now, it's gonna change the game. And we've been putting some serious time into that. I've been branding him, using him as a platform. So it's more to come. I just gotta tease you. You know, I can't really let you know everything that's going on. But it's more to come. It's more to come.
So Shamel,
Talk to me, Mama.
right now you're in season, right?
We actually have tryouts.
Uh-oh.
Saturday.
So if you want to be a baller again,
Come out Saturday. It's a real evaluation to, see if, you have what it takes.
so where are the tryouts?
The tryouts is Lake Worth Christian School. Is off 8579 High Ridge Road. Off, I believe, Gateway. Is between Boynton. Yeah, it's off Gateway. It's between 1 and 4.
So if you're 18 years older and you want to play semi-basketball,
Semi-pro basketball.
semi-pro basketball, okay. Now let me ask you a question, because I know people will ask, is there pay like pro?
Yeah, before we didn't do contracts.
Okay.
Because the commitment level for me wasn't there.
Okay.
This year we are doing contracts. Contracts for our semi-pro team falls under 4 categories. The A-level contract, B-level contract, the C and the D. And it's percentage based as well. If you evaluate it at the end of the year, and this is the first year doing contracts, so I'm doing it this way. So you evaluate it yearly, and at the end of the year, contract, the A-level contract may be $5,000 for the season.
Okay.
So there are penalties like missing charitable events, not showing up to practice. Those are deductions, percentage based, that goes against your principle of your
So you can get some money.
You can get some money. You definitely
Oh, okay.
Get some money.
That's the question. People ask. They want to know. Money is always the incentive to a lot. Unfortunately, but it is.
Stepping on that court. You screaming for money, your talent level better be there. And we dealing with coaches that are realists, that actually play the game, that know the game in and out.
Okay.
So when you speak money, want money, be ready for it.
Right.
And we not talking, like you said, what you bring outside the court. Can I take you somewhere, stay in this W hotel, and not have to worry about you smoking up the place?
Right. And I was going to say that. I was going to say that because, both of you can answer this. With all the things that are going on in the news, especially with guys, you guys really need to be careful now, because everybody's getting exposed. It seems like it's a trend now for women to come out the closet and feel this type of way. Now, I know you work with other guys, so how important is it for you to pass on to your guys, look, your name is on the line?
No fraternizing contract is all in there. You have to sign it. We have dancers. We don't want you, all that explicit eye contact, words, gestures, all of that is countable for me. Because say she's willing and you do have the opportunity to explore sexually, 3 months. She lose her position as a dancer, and she want to fault the company. She said you raped her. Now you looking at criminal charges. I'm looking at a lawsuit damaging, my company, what I built. So there's no way, as an owner, as an individual, I would let anybody other than myself ruin what I built.
And how do you feel about that? You too. Working with youth and guys that are trying to do things now.
I think the youth is important because I really think the future is important. So that's where we need to start. It's all about 30 seconds. It's all about instilling them young about the basics. How to set yourself up for opportunity. How to set yourself up
and not failure.
Exactly. We no one wants to fail.
Principles.
Okay, we're gonna talk about it. Who is your nephew, Yolanda? Said, hey nephew, Yolanda Holman. Oh,
And Mr. Sexy Man.
Uh-oh.
All right, it's the Traffic Jam on 107.1. If you tuned in, we coming off our break with a lot of important information in regards to the sports on the sports scene. And I know just off we were touching on the policy of no fraternizing, which I'm familiar with all too well. That is the policy for all sports teams. As coming from a semi-pro cheerleading, that's one of the things that we always stress to the girls, you know, going into, a lot of young girls, I don't know why the stigma is, I want to marry a ball player. Well,
money.
Going into cheerleading or dance isn't your ticket to get that. If that's what you think is going to get you, you're in for a whole rude awakening. But that's good to highlight that, so a lot of young girls or young women can find out, like, hey, you need to redirect, because that's not how it goes down.
Nope, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. Most guys on that level, even though they're a dancer, are guided and protected. So if you think your meal ticket is going to be chasing somebody who's chasing their dreams, then you lost in the dream itself.
Mm-hmm. So Edgar, since you have the mic, let me ask you, for your youth, right now, our youth, it seems like we're in a spot where we're losing them rapidly to the streets. What do you normally tell them to keep them motivated, to keep their face in the game and not the game of life?
First off, I want to give a shout out to East Point Wildcats, especially my Super Pee Wee team. We just won the Super Bowl this year. Most important that I see is starting from home. The father's not in the home no more, and not only the fathers, it takes more than mom and dad to raise the kids. Village, I should say. It takes the village. Honestly, like, if I can give that hand to help a child stay off the streets, I'm gonna give it. That's what I've been doing these last couple of years. Cause I see kids I went to school with at the corner asking for 5 cents, 25 cents, everything. Anybody I coach, I don't want them to be that one that's on the corner, come back and give me $1, give me this. I want them to be, coach, look, this is what I got. Coach, this is what I did. That'll make me happy at the end of the day that I help somebody else. And it don't take money. It don't take money for all these kids. A lot of fathers do this. They'll get them new Jordans, the new this, new that, but they gone. They drop it off, gone. It's time. Like, you take time with these kids, man. Like, man, I spend like on a Saturday on the average like 8 hours, man, at a field. Watching kids, giving kids fun, having fun with these kids.
You like a babysitter.
It's not I'm not saying a babysitter, but I want to mold them. I want to mold them to give back. Even when they grow up, I don't care. They ain't got to be rich to do it. I ain't rich. I work a 9 to 5 like everybody else. I'm not rich, but I give back my time. And I saw the vision with Ball Forever. We had the same vision, so we linked up. All right. We're gonna get into mentoring, going to the schools, having big discussion with kids, showing them what's right, what's wrong. But it starts with us, though. We can't be out here standing on the corner, and smoking, drinking, getting drunk, DUIs and stuff, and then turn around and tell these kids not to do it.
I'm so glad you mentioned that.
Showing?
Yeah, because when you become and unfortunately, when you become either like TV personality, radio personality, coach, mentor, you get a target on your back. Because now everybody kind of watches you. You're under a microscope. So I'm glad you did mention that, because you do take that accountability now for, okay, I'm helping you, but now I got to look at me. I got to look at the man in the mirror and make sure that I'm, doing the right things. Because the first thing they'll say is, oh, I saw Coach Jamal, I saw Coach Gladden, I saw Coach Burton, and he was doing this, so how you going to tell me something?
I seen him in the club.
Yeah.
You can't live a life trying to give direction, not following your own principles.
Like I tell my players, I'm not perfect. I do mess up. Like, I tell them it's okay to mess up, but if you keep doing it, it's a problem.
All right, that's true.
All right, that's right. Don't mess up. You're gonna be under that microscope, so you can't be out there dropping it like it's hot. When
I hope not guys, please. That's a whole nother show.
I meant like dropping money,
making it rain.
I'm sorry. I gotta get the terminology right. You can't be out there making it rain. If you just tuned in, it's the Traffic Jam. I'm getting some Ebonics lesson. Make sure you keep it locked. 107.1. It's the People of Power Hour. So go ahead on and go. Why don't you just get your wobble on? All right, keep it locked. 107.1.
Hey, Michael. Michael said, "Good, brother." He said that was real. Absolutely. So they agree with you. So it's funny because it's true. Once you put yourself in that position, you gotta like walk a thin line between everything that you do.
Absolutely.
Because it's like now people will make you a role model even when you're not trying to be one.
Oh, we do it all the time in sports. We have players that just natural leaders, and they don't understand how or why. And we put them in.
Some people talking to you. You've been ignoring your people over there on your live feed.
Hey, how y'all
What's
doing?
so rude?
I love you,
liking
baby.
all the comments.
I know, right?
Yeah, I'm liking it, but I gotta keep working. This is work. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? So, you made me lost my train of thought. What?
Okay.
What's coming up though? You mentioned earlier that you're doing in the school youth programs. We decided to do a J's for A's program, and this through our league, the SBA.
Sure.
Kids in certain schools we going to, and we say, hey, look, second grade, you know, the kids that have straight A's in second grade, we're going to select one from second grade, like one from fifth grade, one from eighth grade, and we're getting a bus to go to the school, pick up that kid from school, taking them to like Sports Authority, Nike, and say, hey, look, we have $150. Whatever you want to pick, you can pick. You know what I'm saying? And having pizza on the bus, let them go shopping, and then drop them off. Of course, their parents are going to be involved, but that's getting other kids to say, hold on, he got on the party bus, he got pizza, he got his mom and daddy, he went and got some Jordans. You know, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So kids in the original area of Orlando, where the guy who owned the league, they started doing that, and then more and more kids just started coming up from D's and C's to B's and A's.
Because they see it and they want it now, man. They have that want in them.
That, and also Shamika Higgins. Shout out to Shamika Higgins. I'm gonna get more information on that to where you can have yourself, your organization can go in some of these schools, to some of the classes at the school that she teach at, and just read. That's something we want to start doing, like reading to the kids, getting more involved. You know, when they see people of the community is more at reach than they really think, because let's make it short, I got basketball players who kids they ain't got money to get their kids Pampers. You get what I'm saying? So we going to buy Pampers. Well, I'm talking about my cash, my money, taking off my table, going to buy them Pampers. And it changed the whole perspective on who really have their back in life.
Right.
And they say a lot of times, Coach, man, if I had somebody back when I was in high school or when I was in middle school to, you know, show that just the genuineness of everything, I think, you know, my life would have been a little different.
Well, I think one of the problems, unfortunately, is that a lot of times, especially like sports and music, a lot of people were pimped. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just about their talent and not really investing in that person. Meaning, if you can, go ahead. What you said?
That's when you gotta have that plan B. Like you can have all the talent, but you gotta build yourself. Like you gotta know how to read. You gotta know how to write. You gotta know how to manage your money. If you let somebody pimp you all the way up to.
Bro, but it's easier said than done.
Right, you're right.
You see what I'm saying? You're talking about most cats like myself that had a big recruiting following me. You know, I didn't have the want to even care, because I could ignore class all day and, you know, get my grades and still be recruited. It took a helmet football injury that wiped my football career completely for me to, you know, get to that point. But if they have cats like you saying what you're saying, but you is one in the pile of a million.
Right.
So my biggest thing is networking.
Right. But I'm just saying, for example, like even building character, because, you know, it's one thing for people to have talent. Like I used to know I still know a lot of people with talent, but unfortunately they don't have character. Meaning, you know what I'm saying? Like they're still out there trying to be trifling. They're still doing stuff, you know, and a lot, especially with guys, like I see it, they fall trapped to the girls, the easy money. And, you know, unfortunately, a lot of people don't say it. Girls are trifling too. You know, you have to, and I have sons. No, but I'm just saying, I have sons. So I saw the flip side, right? I saw the flip side of how young ladies can damage young men. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't love me. You don't want to. Yeah.
Fighting over ladies. You know, doing like you said with now the sexual stuff. It's like, come on now. You know, but it's the character.
All the growth thing, man. Like I say, nobody's perfect. Yeah. You stumble up here and there, but you can't keep doing it, man. You gotta progress off it. But like now, like the kids I deal with, like they young. Like I deal with like older little about 14-year-olds, 13, 14-year-olds. They exploring.
That's that crucial stage there.
They exploring. They get that mental cycle. They get that itch. They ready to explore. So I only can say you never gonna stop them from doing what they want to do. If they gonna have sex. They're gonna have sex. You can tell them everything. You can show them the videos, and they feel like that's something they want to do. They gonna do it. Now what you do is tell them,
wait a minute,
how safe sex. Practice safe sex.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be. Nah, boy, come here. Get out the house. I can't do that. You can't do that. Nobody can do that. If they get that itch, that boy and that girl get that itch, and they want to do it, they gonna do it.
But the problem is they're having too much time to feel that itch.
Right. That's
listen, and I tell them if they keep itching, they're gonna get an itch they can't cure. They're gonna need some cream.
Like so, it's constantly having reinforcing.
Too much time.
You know, reinforcing events that keep them going and going and going and want to be more. You know, be more enlightened.
And if
telling them what can show them people like, man.
Because if they're there with you 8 hours, they can't be robbing nobody.
You can show them people. You can show people right now who have AIDS that look like they never had.
You're right.
You can't.
You're right,
bro. Choose who got AIDS. In us in the room, you can't say he got AIDS.
Right.
And he might have AIDS.
But it's on live, so I ain't talking about it. But I bumped into somebody who I grew up with. I was like, oh my God.
Piggybacking off that, off when I used to work as a medical assistant, we used to play a game. Who got it? It's who, like, we would have the chart and we would call them back, and then we would all, before the person comes back, we would be like, okay, who got it? You would never be able to tell. It's always the person who you think got something that don't have it, but the best, well-dressed person with the best haircut, best kept, is the person who has it.
Well, I'm just saying,
you never really ever know.
And these things, especially with the type of people that you all work around, the youth that are trying to get out there, be famous, you know, music, a lot of girls, sports, that draws a lot of good people and it draws a lot of bad people. You know, so
it's cats. It's on us. It's on us. Principle. I'm a principled person. I don't get into the gray areas. It's either black or white, but it's principle at the end of the day.
So your guys, you're like black and white. You just tell them straight up, like what's.
That's the only way. Because if we don't, the parents don't, their friends are.
Right.
So who do we want them to hear the real from? You know, because I'm not going to allow my daughter, anybody in the organization, or anybody that I care about. So then, if somebody's not giving it to you the real, then you have to evaluate what they want for you. You know, if they can't give it to the real, I don't need them. And that's how we approach the kids. That's how we approach, you know, the basketball players are professional. The only difference between professional and kids is you got to know your boundaries.
So where do you see yourself in like the next 5 years with
millionaire.
your team? A millionaire?
Yeah, a millionaire.
Gary?
One of the most impactful people.
With your
I like his answer. I don't want to monetize my future, but I want to be more closer to my goals with Ball Forever. I want to be able to say that I went from my community and I expanded. I want to be in different states. We already are. I want to be nationwide. And I don't really care. I don't really care about the money and everything. I just want to know that I'm helping the world. And if I probably can't change the world, but I'll try.
Right.
I'll try.
Well, he changed one person. You done wonders.
Exactly. I've done my job.
You've done your job.
That
That's true.
ain't accurate. Who believe that?
What?
You change one person, you done your job.
If you change one person.
No, it's not. That's
Because
why
that one person,
that's
it
why
keep
we
going,
falling
though.
short.
But it keeps going.
No, that's not accurate.
No, I'm saying it keeps going. Though.
That is not accurate.
It keeps. It's like a domino effect.
No, it's not. Because that's because what happened is the person feel like they changed one person and we stop. That's why the gap is continuing to get bigger for that philosophy.
Some people change nobody.
Arrested Development, everyday people. It's the Traffic Jam 107.1. If you're just tuning in, you tuned in at the right time. We are in a heated discussion, and we're talking about success. We're talking about basketball and a lot of the things that these gentlemen are doing in our community. Before we start, I like to give a shout out to Coach Ray from the Makos.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
And I heard from Shamel that if you are a person that wants to get back into basketball or start basketball, you have some tryouts coming up this Saturday. Just tell us about that, please.
The tryouts is Saturday, December the 2nd at Lake Worth Christian. I believe it's 8579 High Ridge Road in Boynton. I believe that's the gateway exit. It is a real opportunity for if you really want to take your talents abroad or even domestic to a professional level. It's a great evaluation tool to come in. Registration is $75 at the door. But what I extended to the players, if you invite someone and they say, hey, look, I'm here because of this individual, I would give you $25 towards your registration.
And the ages are?
18 and over.
Okay, so this is adult.
Adult.
Yes.
We do have coming up, and you can go to our website or you can contact me on Facebook or you can call me at 561-323-0008. We do have youth programs to where we have J's for A's program you can enroll your kids in. We have programs where we actually do read-alongs. We doing free basketball clinics. Pre-registered, of course. But that's a little bit more down the road. But the tryouts is definitely this weekend. You come, evaluate. Even if you just want to come and look and see what a professional organization is about, how we run our company, what is expected. You're more than welcome to call me or drop by. And we'll greatly appreciate anybody who want to bring their talents to our organization.
Okay, and Ball for Life, what's going on over there? What you got going on?
Ball forever.
Ball forever. Well, you know what? I'm going to say Ball for Life forever. I'm going to put a little spin on it. Ball for Life forever, but it's Ball forever. I'm sorry, okay. My bad.
No worries. But what we have going on right now, he just finished up his season.
Super Bowl season.
He finished up his Super Bowl season. And we kind of want to piggyback off of that. We shooting for that top spot.
Okay.
Always. So during this off season, while football is wrapping up, we're kind of fine tuning everything to make sure everything is ready for the off season. We plan on getting a 7-on-7 team ready for the springtime. All ages are welcome. We're gonna start branding his young kids as well.
Okay.
If you want top of the line videos done, you want exposure, you want to create, you want to brand yourself where the people in South Florida come to.
How do people reach you?
The best way to reach me is Instagram at the official Ball Forever. My personal page is at Gladden, GLADDEN 5. Instagram is probably the best way to reach me. My phone number is 561-396-4784. So if you need any type of branding, I'm your guy. I know Edgar has some big plans as well for his team, so I'll hand that over to him.
I'd like to give another shout out to the East Bourne Wildcats, Super Pee Wee for the Super Bowl. My team personally. My aspect of Ball Forever, I'm the one going into the schools, mentoring the youth. That's my big goal of life right now. Mentoring these kids, giving them outlets, man. If you want to be a cook, we're gonna find somebody who can help you cook. If you want to beat pans all your life, we're gonna find somebody to help you do it. That's where we lacking at, man. Your kids don't have these outlets. They don't have
Life
it's
skills.
go to school and get what you got out of school. That's not cutting it no more. Kids now need life skills. How to tie a tie.
Right.
How to
How
make
to
a
change
bow.
a tire.
How to change a tire. How to
Balance
do
checkbook.
this little life skill things that get you through your life. Like little things, man. It all falls down on time, man. Someone who giving them that time and they can look up to day by day. Man, I want to be that guy. Ball Forever. We want to be that company. You can come back to if you fall short somewhere. We give you another outlet. It ain't always about sports. A lot of people. That's what they say. Sports. It ain't all about sports. It's other things, man. There's a billion things to make money off, man. You can sharpen pencils for the rest of your life. There's some other way to make money though. But I want to give another shout out to the president of Eastbourne Wildcat, Mike Bird, the athletic director, Rodney Atwaters. You can follow them on Facebook, Eastbourne Wildcats. You can follow me on Facebook, Edgar Burton. Ball Forever, our group, the official Ball Forever. And any questions you may have, you can call me 561-376-6736. That's my personal line. We just want to give back to the youth.
Bless you.
All right, it's the traffic jam and Tupac for you. How do you want it? If you're tuned in, we are kicking off our People of Power Hour. So we will be ending the show, unfortunately. So stay tuned. Keep it locked. 107.1.
So see, that hour goes fast, huh?
There you go.
We got the little.
Still got a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to ask you this, so this way you can do it right quick on the air. You got one thing to say. I'm going to say, because every time we're on the Power Show, you have to give away a superpower to somebody. So what would your superpower be that you would give away? It could be to whoever, but just come up with something. You can think of it now, but it's a superpower that you would give away.
Superpower that I would give away.
Yeah.
Does it have to be a specific?
And we'll go with you
individual?
first, because this guy, he can talk.
a specific individual?
No, just out there.
Okay.
Look at this way.
That's a good question.
We got time to think about it, because that's how we'll close.
That's a good
Hey,
question.
Leroy, we gotta use
You can think about it. But yeah, I like what you said, Edgar Burton the fourth, because everybody can't play sports, and I always just say that. Like, every guy is not a sports person. Like, teach people how to own a team. Some people are entrepreneurs.
That's actually pretty huge for Ball Forever, because I can speak on what we grew up from and what inspired us to do what we're doing now is because a lot of people in our community, it's either you rap, sing, you play football, or it's to the fast money, and that's not what life is about.
And my sons are nerdy, so I was like, they're like they want to be accountant, farming. I'm like, make that money. Everybody doesn't play sports.
That's good.
Everybody doesn't play sports. I was just saying that it went so fast. I know, right? Hey, Nicole.
So what you mean by the superpower?
A superpower, like what superpower? Okay, oh God, I gotta help you. See, it's not fun if I help you. Some people would say wisdom, or some people would say flexibility. Some people would say the power of endurance, or just something that you feel that people need. It's a quality that you think people need. Like, for example, I would say, you all have persistence. You don't give up. I can tell that because you're in sports. So something in sports keeps you driving, keeps you going, keeps you motivated. A superpower could be motivation.
We're doing this on live or
We're doing it on the radio. But
But I'm gonna give it to the live first.
Okay, give it to the live first.
It's three principles I like to move.
See, that's why I say the guy talking. He got three principles.
And it's gonna be simple.
Go ahead.
The first one is respect. If you respect yourself, you can respect others, because you don't have a complex issue to try to prove anything.
Right, that's true.
My second one is responsibility. I understand it's not my responsibility to why that person treat me a different way, or why that person don't understand why I'll give my last to help somebody. It's not my responsibility as long as I know that I do my responsibility within everything that I'm trying to accomplish. Then it's not my responsibility if they don't understand or get it. And my last thing is understanding. As long as I understand that me and everybody else in this room don't have the same understanding, you know, I can deal and mesh, and it's okay to bend and not break with understanding. Like, you may not completely agree with anything I just said, and I understand that. I'm good. And the first person to deliver that, you know, to make me realize it was when Kevin Gates said it. And it just registered to everything in me. Like, I get who I am now. I get to where I understand and move different. That's my superpower in the bundle. You know, you can fly, you can throw fire, and now you can spin the wind. You know, you juiced up for the week, baby. You know what I'm talking about?
I kind of came up with an idea, and I want to throw an idea that my brother Elazar, who just shared on my live with me. He said the power of knowledge, and that kind of resonated with me within the last few seconds, because knowledge is everything, and the more you know, the more you'll start to understand yourself, and it kind of intermingles with understanding. And if you can either have that ambition to go gain that knowledge to propel you to where you want to go, or if you want to be self-taught, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing a lot of self-teaching about my market and how I want to attack my market. So that's the power of knowledge is something that I would give to people in the community and people around me and my circle of friends. Another power that I would give to people is the power to keep dreaming. I go get it. If it's a hot stove, you tell me don't touch it, I'm gonna put my hand on it.
Oh, you just hard-headed. When you were a little kid, you just hard-headed. It's bad. It's bad.
No, but I mean, I like dream chasers, and my circle of friends, my boy Dante, my boy Denzel, Edgar.
So Edgar, you got one? Cause you see how it's got to be quick. Okay, so we're gonna be like boom, boom. You gonna do one of those three. But you gotta get everybody.
You can go first.
107.1. Unfortunately, it is that time. The ending of the show. I hate to end the show, but we gotta go. But thanks so much for tuning in. But before we go, we're ending the People of Power Hour, and we are on our new time where we ride it out. So just the traffic jam will be ending, but we'll be with you for the rest of the evening.
So we're gonna leave everybody with one power. So we do that for every show. So Shamel, what power would you give away?
Responsibility. I'm big on, as long as you do your responsibilities throughout what you're trying to accomplish, at the end of the day, it's not your responsibility to hold on or accept or try to figure out why someone else don't understand it, or why they don't get along with it, or why they aren't a part of what you're trying to accomplish.
Okay, that's true. Gary?
My two powers would be the power of knowledge, knowing about what you're doing, knowing about where you want to go. My second power would be just to keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. Everybody has a dream, so chase it.
Okay, Edgar?
My power would be self-esteem. Build your self-esteem. Tell yourself every day you're beautiful, man. Self-esteem is key in life. Everybody needs self-esteem, high self-esteem. Don't be that low self-esteem person called suicide. And build your self-esteem. Be yourself, man. Tell yourself every day you're beautiful. Okay. Or you handsome, or whatever it takes to get by your day.
All right. All right. Okay, so we ended officially, but
good, boy.
Dope.
Hey.
Come on, kicking, you feel me? Like Luke K. Nunchucks.
quick hour that felt like 20 minutes. But
Right?
it was a good conversation.
It was.
It was a good conversation.
Yes.
I thoroughly enjoyed myself. So thank you.
Oh, no problem, no problem. And I would say, I would give away the power of, because people are still watching, so I would give away the power of flexibility. And not being physically flexible, but to be mentally flexible, because a lot of times we don't want to change. You know, we get stuck into a situation and we feel like, oh, I'm too old, or I can't do this, I'm kidding. But if you're flexible, you're changeable. And I think people, especially our community, we need to be able to change, because
Jay, we going to the top.
it's changing. We're changing. Times are changing. You can't be stuck into...
That money is changing.
Definitely.
Elevation.
So when you all get, you know, ball forever, get all big.
Right.
I said ball forever.
I'm kidding. I'm just
Ball for life, ball forever. You know, and then with Mr. Coach,
Inventory come in, we get y'all some shit.
Palm Beach Nights for life.
No,
But you Palm Beach Night for life.
forever.
Forever. Oh, okay, so you forever ever.
Forever, ever.
Okay. Don't forget the little people.
Ever.
Don't forget the little people like myself. Hey, everybody, making a difference. Yes, Michael Roll. They are making a difference. So it's only right that I highlight people who are making a difference. For me, people like this intrigue me. You don't have to be the most popular person to be on this show. I like people who are making a difference, and that's what matters. So
90%.
I salute you all. Salute.
you.
And we're going to take some pictures.
Yeah, 90% of my works go unnoticed. I don't do publicity. Christmas, we get told.
Well, obviously, you're on the People of Power show, so it's not going unnoticed.
But that's word of mouth.
Right.
But if you, your integrity behind what you do, you know, that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Like we do toy drives. I'm linked in with, you know, Eastern Star.
Okay.
You know, they gave out just Thanksgiving like a bunch
put the
of
comment.
you know baskets for, you know, turkeys and full boxes of food. You know, and people who do it for publicity run people away. And that's what I found is very hard to really get to the people who really need help, because they pride and they closed in, because most people do it to humiliate.
Right.
So if you know anybody in need for Christmas, please reach out to Miss Kitty or myself. I don't like to put promises out there, but we will be in your area. Secret Santa for, you know, for that individual. That's the goal, to just surprise people, just show them unconditional love.
So before I end my live, is it, because people are still watching, is there anything else that you want to say that you made? You know how people, you know, get in the car and be like, man, I should have said this, or I forgot to say that. Is anything?
We appreciate you dearly. It goes very unnoticed. Like, I'm gonna say unnoticed, but it's not as elevated when you get the people of power and the movement, what you're trying to accomplish. Guys like myself just appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you. Give me my flowers while I'm still living, because when it has rest in peace in front of my name, I'm not gonna hear none of this. So I really appreciate it. Do you have anything, Edgar, you would like to say that you didn't?
A couple shout outs to East Boyne again, President Mike Bird, Ball Forever, the whole organization, Gary Gatton, the founder, man. Just stay focused and positive throughout life, man.
Okay. And Mr. Gladden, any last remarks?
Yeah, just to piggyback off of him. Just like I said, keep dreaming, and surround yourself with good people. And tonight, in my last hour, I spent my first radio show with people I'll probably never forget. So surround yourself with good people. Keep dreaming, and never lose faith.
And that's true, because I had a post to say that, you know, when we were younger, we dreamed a lot when we were young. I know I dreamed like almost every night. I had a dream, but it could be about something crazy. And as you get older, the dreams don't come as they become nightmares, actually, I think.
Mine was always nightmares. So
right.
I'm on a whole nother.
You were just a little bad little boy, wasn't you?
You come from death, crime.
Yeah.
But shout out to the host and the DJ.
He's so silly. All right, we're signing off, you all. So come back, see the show. It'll be on the page, see the hour. But these guys are doing positive things, and I wanted to highlight them. Hey, everybody. We're out. Bye.